And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. And they take a knee. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the second time. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. Serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
The 26-yard line. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Oh, what a move.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Allen going to throw. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season.
When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, Mon.
Throw left side on target to Thielen. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Mond out of the shotgun.
Steps away to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job seeing he got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
On 1st down, here's Mon.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Mon. This goes out wide from Madison.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Mon going to throw it.
Open man as Thielen is complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 33. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 1st down, Cook. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
94 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Mon now off of play action.
Smith with a 1st down and more. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. A give. This is Cook. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake. Mon. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 34-yard line.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And this one caught by Beasley. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Allen now looks to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Bring it. Devin Singletary with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Allen will try to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 7, Mond. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Mond. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Mond looks to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bills on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st down, Allen. And he finds Beasley complete.
And he's brought down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Allen to throw once more. Flush to his right.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
From the 36, Allen. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. They find some open field here. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. To the air, Allen. Breaks it. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Cook. Oh, fighting off the defender. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
116 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Madison running left. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. The
free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Here's Mon. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays. It's harder to move it. I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's going through this stadium? He picked up that first down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the first. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Perky with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
John Feliciano, the guard, the guilty party there.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? And they take a knee. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done.